A friendship that kickstarted an actor's entire film career, an on-screen politician with the approval of a real president. Here's what the cast of District 9 have been up to since the film's 2009 release. Sharlto Copley made his feature-length acting debut as District 9's protagonist, Vikas van der Merwe. Working at Multinational United, or MNU, the military contractor assigned to keeping the prawns in check, Vikas is tasked with relocating the 1.8 million aliens to another camp when he is exposed to alien fluid that slowly transforms him into a prawn.
MNU is trying to move the aliens for humanitarian reasons, but the real focus, just as it has been right from the beginning, is weapons.
When MNU tries to dissect Vikas so that they can use his alien DNA to access alien technology, he escapes and becomes a fugitive of the law. With nowhere else to go, Vikas makes a deal to help a prawn named Christopher Johnson and his son Little CJ leave Earth in order to save himself. District 9 was actually Copley's feature-length debut. He was close friends with director Neil Blomkamp, who offered him the role. The performance marked the beginning of a busy career for Copley. Since 2009, he's starred in several other movies, such as 2010's The A-Team, 2013's Old Boy, and 2014's Maleficent. He was also the lead on the PlayStation Network TV series Powers, which premiered in 2015 and lasted for 2 seasons. Copley continued to work with Blomkamp on feature films like 2013's Elysium and 2015's Chappie, and short films including 2017's God Serengeti and 2018's God City from Oats Studios. Jason Cope may not be a household name, but the South African actor did play a major role in District 9. For starters, Cope did the motion capture work for Christopher Johnson and all the speaking aliens. Cope also played the human UKNR correspondent Gray Bradnam, who is interviewed several times throughout the film. Cope continued to score roles in other projects. He appeared in several films over the years, such as 2012's Dread and 2013's Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, and had a recurring role on the Starz TV series Black Sails. Cope also continued to collaborate with Blomkamp as he appeared in 2015's Chappie and 3 of the director's short films with Oats Studios, God Serengeti, God City, and 2017's Adam the Mirror. David James is another relatively unknown South African actor who played a major role in District 9. James portrayed one of the film's main antagonists, Cobus Venter, a ruthless and sadistic MNU mercenary who accompanies Vikas during the eviction of District 9 before attempting to capture him after he is infected. As seen throughout the film, Cobus takes great pleasure in torturing and murdering prawns.
You don't run away from a chopper! Where do you think you're going? You want to piss me off?
Since the film makes Cobus so easy to hate, it's fairly cathartic to see the prawns defeat Cobus at the end of the movie. While some other critics deemed James' District 9 performance as deserving of an Oscar, he mostly played minor roles after its release. James appeared in several British TV shows, such as Wild at Heart and Kidnap and Ransom. South African actress and model Vanessa Haywood played Vikas' wife, Tanya, in District 9. At the beginning of the film, it becomes very clear that Tanya loves Vikas dearly and is concerned for him when he is taken to the hospital. After Vikas becomes a fugitive, however, MNU spreads lies that he had sexual relations with an alien, which leads Tanya to turn on him.
I'm gonna fix my arm and I'm gonna see you again and I'm gonna kiss you and I'm gonna hold you again.
I don't want you to hold me again.
Near the end of the film, it begins to seem that Tanya's feelings about her husband have changed again. She seems forlorn without Vikas and keeps a metal flower that she believes he made. This theory is seemingly confirmed by the last shot of the film, which features a prawn, presumably Vikas, now fully transformed, crafting another metal flower. Although Haywood hasn't acted in many projects since then, she has still been heavily involved in the worldwide entertainment industry. In 2011, Haywood competed in the Survivor South Africa episode Celebs vs. Plebs, which she says was a phenomenal, life-changing experience for her. Haywood is also a respected endurance athlete who is not only married to South African trail runner Ryan Sands, but has also competed in several races such as the Absa Cape Epic, the Leadville 100, and the Otter Trail Race. South African actor Mandla Gaduka played Fundiswa Malonga in District 9. Fundiswa is Vikas' assistant and trainee during the eviction. In the end, Fundiswa awaits trial for exposing information about MNU's illegal experimentation on prawns. Although Gaduka's role in District 9 was small, it had a major impact on the film's climax. Since the release of District 9, Gaduka found plenty of success in South African television. He won 2 South African Film and Television Awards, or SAFTAs, for his work on the comedy Houtang Mabonang, and another one for his work on the soap opera Ashes to Ashes. Gaduka continued to pop up in several movies after District 9. He appeared in 2011's Machine Gun Preacher. In 2015, he portrayed an unnamed Johannesburg resident in Avengers Age of Ultron. More recently, he appeared in 2019's Losing Lorado. Malawian actor Eugene Khumbanyiwa played Obasanjo, the secondary antagonist of District 9. This ominous-looking character is in charge of the Nigerian gang in District 9, which sells aliens cat food in exchange for their weapons. Obasanjo believes that he can use alien weaponry if he eats alien flesh. During the film's climax, one of Obasanjo's men tries to cut off Vicus's mutated arm when little CJ remotely activates an exoskeleton inside the Nigerian gang's compound, which kills all the gangsters and blows up Obasanjo's head. After District 9, Khumbanyiwa starred in many television projects from around the world. He played Pastor Peter in the 2016 British TV movie Damilola, Our Loved Boy. The film, which also starred Lovecraft Country actress Wunmi Masako, won 2 British Academy of Film and Television Awards. Khumbanyiwa also appeared in the critically acclaimed Hulu miniseries The Looming Tower as Trenton Okuku, a Kenyan security guard at the American Embassy in Nairobi who survived the embassy bombing and became a crucial witness. Additionally, Khumbanyiwa continued to work with Blomkamp after District 9, playing another gangster in the 2015 feature Chappie. He also appeared in Blomkamp's 2017 short film Raka, which alongside Chappie starred Sigourney Weaver. Kenneth Nkosi played Thomas, a good friend of Vicus in District 9. Thomas is an MNU security guard who assists Vicus in the alien eviction, serving as Vicus' personal security detail. Although Nkosi played a minor role in District 9, he was already a name in South African film and likely appeared in the movie to attract South African moviegoers. Fortunately, Nkosi continued to pop up in movies, TV shows, and live broadcasts. Some examples of the former include 2011's Scheme and 2015's Ayanda, both of which have either been nominated for or won SAFTAs. More recently, he also starred in the 2018 family comedy Frank and Fearless. He also hosted the SABC2 World Cup in 2010, as well as several South African reality shows such as Class Act, Wang Verstana, and Kitchen Queens. Louis Minnaar played Piet Smit, one of the main antagonists in District 9. Piet is the managing director of MNU who sends his bumbling son-in-law Vicus to evict aliens from District 9. While he couldn't have predicted what was going to happen to Vicus, he was probably hoping for the worst.
I had to put aside the fact that my daughter was married to Vicus. That didn't factor in my decision to promote her.
After Vicus is infected, Piet decides to vivisect him for research and stares emotionlessly at his son-in-law as he begs for his life. After Vicus becomes a fugitive, Piet lies to his daughter Tanya that Vicus had sexual relations with a prawn to turn her against him. Although his status at the end of the movie is unknown, Piet was likely implicated in the data leak of MNU's illegal alien experimentation, which he was a large part of. After District 9, Minnaar popped up in more movies from around the world. Some of his South African filmography includes 2012's Semi-Sweet, 2017's Veil Vas Hood, and 2019's The Harvesters. Minnaar also appeared in Clint Eastwood's 2009 Nelson Mandela biopic Invictus. American actor William Allen Young played Dirk Michaels, the CEO of MNU in District 9. Although Young is one of the more established actors in the film's cast, his character only appears in 2 scenes. An interview where he says that the aliens are not going anywhere, and a newscast where he says the explosion at the MNU headquarters is a terrorist attack.
Well, there was a terrorist attack, but I can assure you that we've dealt with it. Everything is fine.
After District 9, Young made guest appearances on dozens of TV shows, as well as acting in some movies. Castle, Madam Secretary, and This Is Us are just a few of the shows that Young popped up in. The only movies that Young has acted in since District 9 are TV movies like 2011's Rock the House, 2014's The Cookie Mobster, and 2019's Christmas Hotel. Young is also a well-respected humanitarian. He has received several distinguished awards, including the NAACP Achievement Award, the President's Icon Award, and the Man of the Year Award from the National Organization of Women at Work. Additionally, President Bill Clinton named Young an Ambassador of Goodwill, which means that he advocates for a specific cause or global issue on the basis of his notability as a public figure. South African actor Robert Hobbs played a minor character in District 9 named Minnaar, an MNU mercenary under the command of Cobus Venter. He is seen in the firefight with Nigerians near the end of the film and is ordered to beat up Christopher to make him talk about his plans with Vicus. After Minnaar is ordered to execute Christopher, the audience sees the slightest trace of a smile on his face. He almost pulls the trigger before Vicus uses the exosuit's gun to dismember him. Since District 9, Hobbs has appeared in several movies and TV shows, such as Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, Black Sails, and Warrior. Hobbs also continued to collaborate with Blomkamp, acting in Chappie in 2015, and 2 of his short films, Raqqa and Firebase, in 2017.